the residents of Fareham North and the surrounding area of Welborne, to my mind, I think when we have voted this evening, this is going to be an extremely sad day. It's one of the saddest days, actually, I've stood in this chamber and spoken. We have been fighting now for a considerable number of years. I think my notes go back to 2005. So it's been a long, long haul. And to be honest, I can't see that we're getting anywhere with any better decisions. I would like to just ask the leader, I'm sure that he'll agree with me that I was elected to represent the residents of Fareham North Ward, and that's just what I'm going to continue doing, and I'm going to vote the way they have just asked me. In fact, we were almost late coming this evening because I'd had several phone calls, and I had one last minute one telling me exactly what I should do. Didn't need that telling, didn't need to be told, I can assure you. But yes, we have fought long and hard. I won't reiterate what my husband said, but I concur with all that he said this evening. And I'm grateful actually to Councillor Mrs. Trott, who's said an awful lot that I had in my notes, and I agree wholeheartedly with many of the issues that she has raised. Can I just take, before I ask a question to the members, can I just take some things that Councillor Peter Davis said, that we're going to have 3 generations that are going to want homes. Well, can I tell you, 22 years ago, I had 3 generations of my family living in North Fareham. So it's not a new thing, to be honest. And finally, the more you build, the more you need to build. And I think that's going to come true in years to come. We probably won't be around, but I think it is going to come true. But I'd like to go back to something that I mentioned at the last full council meeting, and that was regarding buffer zones, which really do worry me. When you look at that little red line that goes around, I really do feel that they have given us the absolute minimum there, particularly in some areas. And when I read here that it states, where a 50-metre wide settlement buffer would not enable a 75-metre separation between buildings in Welborne and the neighbouring settlement. Sorry, I'm getting this side wrong here. Sorry, where a development located immediately adjacent to the settlement buffer is greater than 2 stories or 8.5 metres in height. And then it carries on to say, I won't sort of take up more of the time, but it's where you can't get the 75-metre settlement, they will take a 50-metre wide settlement. Is this not being neighbourly? Should we not be neighbourly? And if this is going to be a separate community, should we not have a lot more separation? Can I ask the executive member if they would please make sure that when they're looking at these things with buffers, that they make sure that there is adequate separation, because we're talking here about a separate community, not just having a little strip of land between the adjoining properties or their land. And I think this is very, very important, particularly in a small part of Funtley, where it really does come round, and I would like to see the line drawn in a slightly different shape, to be honest, because I think it's totally wrong. And I think it's something that we perhaps ought to sit down and look at a lot further, because to me, this is just making it look as if they're being more greedy in trying to get a lot more in, instead of looking after the people that are already in the settlement. I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor, but I cannot go along with this, and I'm going to carry on and vote against it.
Thank you, Councillor.